Hi, so the question is, what is shutter speed? So shutter speed is in very simple terms how long your camera lens is open for. So for instance, if you were doing nighttime photography, you could have your lens open to 30 seconds. If you were doing photographing the stars, you could have your lens using the bulb setting up to 6 hours where you get the motion of the stars. Or if you're photographing sport, as in here, it could be 500th, 2000th of a second. So as in meaning the lens is very quickly, snap, done. So the faster the time the lens is open for, like that, the quicker the shot is taken, e.g. sport photography. The longer the lens is open for, more motion photography, let's say photographing stars, nighttime photography, and so on. Now architectural photography, in the previous video I mentioned about using a higher aperture and lower apertures. The rule of thumb is higher the aperture, as in 22, longer the shutter speed. Lower the aperture, faster the shutter speed. So let's go through that again. Higher the aperture, longer the shutter speed. So when you do architectural photography, as shown here, you'll be using a higher aperture, which means you're going to be using a longer shutter speed, which could be anything up to 8 seconds roughly for an indoor shot. With studio lighting, you might find you're going to need a tripod. So anything lower than a 60th, 1-60, you have to use a tripod. So 1/30th, 1/20th, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, you have to have a tripod, because if you have your camera in your hand, you're going to get camera shake. Okay? Now, when you can do product photography, when you're using a lower aperture, for instance 2.5, you want the blurry effect, so one strawberry pin shot and the rest of them blurred, as shown here, as in some fruit photography, you're going to be using a faster shutter speed. Okay, so lower the aperture, faster the shutter speed, higher the aperture, longer the shutter speed. Okay folks, so remember, you choose your aperture first of all, and then through meter reading you're going to ask your camera what the shutter speed is. Okay, so you choose your aperture, then you're going to ask the camera what the shutter speed is through meter reading, which I'm going to show you shortly. Thank you very much.